Number one, Navjot Singh Sidhu wanted to be a chief minister himself. He had those ambitions. He had opposed Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa's name as well. Number two, later Navjot Singh Sidhu pushed Charanjit Singh Channi's name. Then Charanjit Singh Channi was alert. He did not trust Navjot Singh Sidhu at that point of time. It was seen in Amritsar, if you remember, when Sidhu tried to hand over an appointment letter to the new Amritsar Trust Chief, which was snatched by Channi. Number four, Sidhu wanted top bureaucrats of his choice in the CMO, but Channi refused to be a rubber stamp, be it his principal secretary, chief secretary or DGP. All were chosen by Channi. Then Sidhu started interfering in portfolio allocation process and did not want Sukhjinder Randhawa to become the Home Minister. Sidhu's ambitions were shattered by Channi, which compelled him to resign, and that is the reason why Navjot Singh Sidhu has resigned. Net, all his ambitions that he came with as the PCC chief, being the siblings' choice, the Gandhi siblings' choice, all those dreams and ambitions were completely shattered by Charanjit Singh Channi. These are the top main reasons why Sidhu has quit as the Punjab Congress chief. We've walked our viewers through these reasons. Let's also get you the latest developments coming in from our reporters and few reactions in just about a bit. But those are the reasons why Sidhu has resigned as the PCC. Navjot Singh Sidhu wanted to be a chief minister himself, opposed Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa's name. Later, Sidhu pushed Charanjit Singh Channi's name. Chief Minister Channi was alert. He did not trust Sidhu. It was seen in Amritsar when Sidhu tried to hand over an appointment letter to the new Amritsar Trust Chief that was snatched by Channi. Sidhu wanted top bureaucrats of his choice in the CMO, but Channi refused to be a rubber stamp, be it his principal secretary, chief secretary or the DGP. All of them were chosen by Channi himself. Then you had Navjot Singh Sidhu, who started muddling. He started interfering in the portfolio allocation process. He did not want Sukhjinder Randhawa to become the Home Minister. Sidhu's ambitions went crushing. They were shattered by Channi, that compelled Navjot Singh Sidhu to go ahead and resign as the PCC. This is a big embarrassment coming in for the Gandhi siblings and for the Congress High Command at this point of time, with Navjot Singh Sidhu stepping down as the PCC. On the other hand, you've got Captain, who's on his way to Delhi, and if sources are to be believed, he's going to be meeting JP Nadda and Amit Shah as well, and a lot of speculations rife on what that meeting could be all about. You have the Aam Aadmi Party leaders hitting out at Navjot Singh Sidhu. Earlier you had a reaction coming in from Saurabh Bhardwaj. You have Raghav Chadha, who has taken on to Twitter to slam Navjot Singh Sidhu and the Congress party as well. Our reporter Rohit Sharma is now joining us with some latest updates that he has. Rohit, I'm throwing straight across to you. The Gandhis have returned, and the Gandhis have returned to this particular chaos. Little did they realize that Navjot Singh Sidhu is going to be leaving them this red face 72 days as the PCC, and suddenly this particular resignation comes, highlighting the unpredictability of the leader that they have ended up choosing for the Congress party as the PCC. Rohit?
Well, before I take you on this particular question, let's directly take you through these visuals as well, in which Rahul Gandhi can be seen here.
Sure.
He's of course here at the Shaheed Smarak, and clearly, what was supposed to be a positive news day for the Congress party has once again turned into quite a controversy. This was supposed to be a day on which the Congress party managed to get two youth leaders of the country, and they would have managed to get them inducted in their own political party. But essentially what it has turned into is once again, a controversy with regards to Punjab and the PCC chairperson. Of course, Navjot Singh Sidhu resigning from his post almost after 72 days of holding the post. Clearly an indicator of how, things are not all right. We are also learning that, the exact decision of his action is something that has still not been ascertained. But clearly, an indication that has come forward is that he wasn't happy. And this comes at a time when the ministerial, the distribution of various ministries in the state has just happened. So clearly an indicative of how, this could be one of the reasons why, something like this has actually happened. On your screens, what you can see right now is Rahul Gandhi on the Shahidi Smarak. He was supposed to come here and, and pay his tribute to Shahid Bhagat Singh. And alongside with him there was supposed to be Jignesh Mevani as well as Kanhaiya Kumar as well, and this would have been the ideal the idea behind the Congress would have been to bring about these youth icons on the same day and induct them in the party as well. But it seems that the Pandora's box, which has been namingly been Punjab for the Congress party, has once again opened up. The Congress party, the Gandhis are here, but clearly they would have liked the situation they would have liked the situation to be been better when they returned, and on such an occasion when something like this would have happened. But that is something that has not really happened. You can see Rahul Gandhi out there. We'll try and ask him one question with regards to what exactly is happening. But the first reaction that we've managed to get from the Congress party has been of that of Captain Amarinder Singh. And there on your screens you see Hardik Patel, you see Jignesh Mevani, Rahul Gandhi and Kanhaiya Kumar. Clearly indicative of what exactly is the situation, and clearly indicative of what exactly is the situation here. It's a bit of chaos and with the police trying to refrain and trying to ensure that nothing of this sort really transpired into a full-fledged chaos. But clearly what we have right now is an indication of Rahul Gandhi having returned here. Rahul Gandhi trying to ensure that there could be some restitute in the sense of peace prevailing in the party, and some positive news which the Congress party would have wanted is not something that they have actually got today. Captain Amarinder Singh, of course, taking a jibe at Navjot Singh Sidhu, clearly saying that I told you so. Very in a captain-like behavior as well. We've seen Captain Amarinder Singh previously as well raise objections and question the entire not just the induction of Navjot Singh Sidhu, but his elevation in the party as well. All of those things are something that have been questioned time and again by Amarinder Singh. And today, on a day when Rahul Gandhi would have wanted the induction of Kanhaiya Kumar and Jignesh Mevani to be the news on which the Congress party ended the day, it seems that even before the half a day could have passed, the Congress party has found itself into a new controversy, and this time around again coming in from Punjab. Clearly an indicative that how things may not actually be all right, despite the fact that Rahul Gandhi had spent quite a few days in the state of Punjab as well. He himself had gone there. He was in talks with not just Captain Amarinder Singh but Navjot Singh Sidhu.
And I just also want to draw our viewers' attention to the fact that Chief Minister Channi has gone ahead and said that he's not even aware of Navjot Singh Sidhu resigning as the PCC. The Gandhis returned from their holiday with a bolt from the blue of Navjot Singh Sidhu suddenly resigning as the PCC at this point of time, with Amarinder Singh on his way to Delhi too. And at this point of time, what the visuals that you can see right now are Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi with Jignesh Mevani, with Kanhaiya Kumar, and we also have Hardik Patel right there. All of, on one side, these leaders, that is Kanhaiya Kumar and Jignesh Mevani, are supposed to be inducted into the Congress party. On the other side, you've got a huge implosion going out there in the Punjab Congress. Absolute chaos, absolute confusion ensuing right there. Mohit, if you're still with us, can we safely say that the Gandhi siblings have been caught off guard in the middle of all of this?
Well, absolutely, because till today, what was being said is that Navjot Singh Sidhu used to be very close to the Gandhi siblings, and we're talking about Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi. And this is something that was well maintained, not just in the political corridors of Punjab, but more importantly, otherwise as well. Even if you were to talk about Navjot Singh Sidhu's induction into the party, it was being said that it happened because at the behest of Priyanka Gandhi. So clearly, that bit was very clear that he was close to the Gandhi siblings. siblings. But him coming out and very clearly just resigning from the party, and that too in a tweet, has clearly something of an indication that neither the Gandhis nor anybody in the party was actually kept into the loop, that he would be taking a decision like that. And more importantly, it could have possibly be a shock to Rahul Gandhi, who's just come in here and who was looking forward to the induction of Kanhaiya Kumar and Jignesh Mevani. We'll try and get a word from them as well.
Yes,
and,
please.
Clearly, as the PCC chief, and clearly, it is an indication, and his resigning has, and once again, what we can tell you is a clear-cut indication of how. We'll try and get in a word as well from the senior leadership of the party.
Yes, go for it. Mohit trying us to get that reaction right there.
We'll request.
Yes. The Gandhi is clearly being tight-lipped at this point of time about this.
Sonia, Gandhi.
All right, Mohit, you've tried to get that reaction right there from Sonia, I beg your pardon, Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi right there, but clearly they seem to be tight-lipped about the implosion that has taken place in the Punjab Congress Party. We'll continue tracking all these developments, and as you can see, Mohit tried to get a reaction out of them, but there was no reaction. In fact, you can see a whole host of other reporters trying to get a reaction out of them, and there's been no reaction for now. Rahul and Priyanka were the one who chose Navjot Singh Sidhu. He's gone ahead and quit 72 days into being appointed as the PCC of Punjab. There is an implosion in the Punjab Congress Party at this point of time. I'm slipping to a very short commercial break, but this remains to be our top focus on India Today. So stay with us, bringing you all the very latest details in just about a bit.